See the stumbling blocks, I just slipped on cracks. It's commandment laws, so we need to stay on track. Your heart as I have such mercy, put it on my back. One body with your hover shy, no, so we can't move slack.
St. Vince, Latvia. So all of these places are labelled after our oppressors. So we're basically telling our people that we're not Caribbean, as you believe, and we're not black, are we? What are we? Oh, so you know? So what do you say? You know you're Islam, you're not keeping the commandments. You gotta go work on the Sabbath. Oh wow.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. It says, "And now Israel, what doth the Most High God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord, and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good."
What do you think about that? Even for me, in this land of our captivity, obviously, yeah, sometimes we're forced to work. Obviously, you have to try and not, you know, in our power, best to do so.
You gotta want to pull it 7 times.
So are you reading with the Israelites? Are you in the camp? Or?
I just like read at home.
Well, we've got a sister camp where they read together, but obviously they read on the Sabbath and in the week. So it'll be good, like, you know.
What work do you do? Do you mind me asking?
Like retail.
Do they prohibit you to wear
Dresses.
a womanly attire?
They say, oh, no dresses.
I work in a jean shop.
So isn't there jean skirts?
Oh, I have to ask them.
They might like that because you might make promotions for the denim skirts.
I'll ask them today when I go.
They'll be like, well, look, we've been looking for a young lady that wouldn't mind to wear the denim skirts. You can sell some, you know what I mean, promote the
I'll ask
business.
them today. I'll ask my manager.
And ask them obviously, like, you've got you're a Sabbath keeper, like 7-day Adventists are allowed not to work. You know what I mean? Say it's against my, you know what I mean, like, what's it called, the Muslims and that, they're allowed to wear hijabs and stuff. You know what I mean? At work, Sikhs are allowed to wear their stuff. Yeah. So there's certain people that are allowed to get away with it, but when we want to come back to our laws and commandments, they won't allow us. Understand? All you need to do is ask, because the Most High, he won't make it grievous if you ask and you pray for it as well. Understand? If you seek him, he will show you, he will guide you.
This is Proverbs 24 verse 16. It says, "For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief."
Yeah, so you don't want to fall into the mischief. And that's the song. Not only men, it's obviously princesses as well. You can fall 7 times, but what you do, you want to pick yourself up and dust off, you understand? Get Baruch chapter 4. Baruch chapter 4, verse. Baruch 4, 28.
This is Baruch 4 and 28. "For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more."
So look, your mind is go astray. Understand? That's what we're here for. That's why the brother called you over. Understand? Because our people, they've gone astray because there's no shepherd. The pastors are teaching them all of these madness. How long have you known that you was an Israelite?
I think my mom's home.
Your mom showed you, yeah? And how did you embrace it? What did you get from it, like, from finding out that? Because to be called West African or West Indian, to know when you're an Israelite, how did you embrace it?
I don't eat pork.
Can't.
What's it called?
Prawns and that.
I try my best. I try my best. The Passover. They return my days. Like, I try to fast from time to time. I know by fasting, it like cleans you inside.
Sister, look up the Japanese code.
Is it broken? Yeah, it's broken. Yeah.
This is Baruch 4 and verse 28. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
You know what?
Seek him 10 times more.
So the way you would seek him before, that was going astray. But now you've come to the knowledge and understanding, you should want to be seeking him 10 times more. And you are learning about the Passovers, learning about the Day of Atonement. So you've gathered together with people, right, to do that, right? Or have you done it just collectively on your own?
This is the book of Judges, chapter 5 and verse 11. They that are gathered from the noise of the archers.
So these are the names. It's not just one individual, right? Israelites were never individual when they came out of Egypt. They didn't all get a single plane ticket on a first class jet. They came out all together, gathered together, right?
From the noise of the archers in the place of drawing water.
So look, by the rivers of Babylon, right, there's going to be archers, meaning like nuclear destruction, bombs and missiles going off. The Most High is going to, it's like, they call it called the rapture, right? This is that's being gathered, alright? Go on, read.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh.
What are we going to do?
There
shall they rehearse the
righteous acts of Yahweh.
So now, righteous isn't what your heart thinks it is. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I gave him some money, so I'm like, no, you understand? The Most High says you can't even give to the wicked. You know what I'm saying? Not your people. You understand? So what he's saying the righteous really is to obey the laws and the commandments. You understand?
Even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his villages in Israel.
So to know the direction towards. Alright. So you see, like when it comes to you praying, alright, you pray, do you know the ways in the way a woman should pray? Alright? Yeah, so in the closet, Matthews 5, 1 Corinthians chapter 11.
This is Matthew
Daniel
chapter 6 and verse 5. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men.
That's right.
Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
Go to the first.
16, Matthew 6 and 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces.
You obviously kept atonement, so you know about fasting, right? Okay, so you don't want to be seen hungry and looking all drowsy, right? That same mentality of you getting into the fast, to the beginning to the end.
It says, of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face.
Yeah, so like look upright, look upbeat, you know what I mean? Don't make it seem like people should feel sorry for you because you're going through that stress. You need to chastise yourself for that atonement. Understand? And that's a way. Yeah, you know what? Give me James chapter 1 and verse 5.
Shall I read the rest?
James chapter 1 and verse 5.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoureth her head.
So your head would be your father. Your father's a Caribbean, right? So you have a husband, you have a boyfriend. Okay, so what it goes will be the Most High, Yahweh Shai. You know Yahweh Shai, you heard of that name before, right? That's the Most High Yahweh, the Messiah, Yahweh Shai. Man, that'll be either your husband or your father, alright, then woman, then children. Alright, so you'll dishonor your father's house. And that will dishonor if dad's not around, the Messiah is here to fill the void, right? Go on. So if you can read that again from the top.
verse 5. 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoureth her head.
So do you do that when you're praying? You make sure your head is covered. That's beautiful.
For that is even all one, as if she was shaven.
And do you wear trousers when you pray? You make sure you're in that. This is just a work thing then.
Yeah.
So normally you're.
I try to.
That's good. That's good.
Sometimes I don't.
That's
I
nice.
used to a lot more before. I'm trying to get back into it.
That's mine. That's good. That's
But
mine.
at the moment, I'm struggling a bit.
That's alright.
I'm trying to like do that.
I got a research.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Finish.
This is James 1 and verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
So yeah, so there's scriptures there. If you lack wisdom, you're meant to pray for it. You're meant to ask for it, right? But also, this could have been within your prayers, like to see someone that is biblical understandings. Understand? Do you know about fringes? Do you own any? Okay, well there you go. That the brother says. Right. You've got get the precept in Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 5. Alright? Get Ecclesiastes. Alright?
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 5.
Four and 9. Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes 4:9. Two are better than one,
Two are better than one.
because they have a good reward for their labor.
Okay, so look, you know when you're working on your own, you gotta open up the shutters, you gotta work behind the till, you gotta do the stops, you gotta replenish. That's mad. You can't do that all on your own. But if you've got a helping hand, it's better, isn't it? Alright? Easier, it makes the workload easier, right? You know what I mean?
So it says, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that is alone.
This is the King James, so woe means destruction. Understand? Or like it's harder. Like you're gonna feel more afflicted if you're on your own, really.
When he falleth, so it says, but woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he have not another to help him up.
Oh, that's what it's about. It's about having another one to help you up. Alright? It's got more in that. In fact,
Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken.
yeah, so look. If you've got like a stick, one stick's easy to break. But if you've got many sticks, it's done, put them all together. This is going to be harder to break now. If you've got two sticks, that's not going to be easy to break with two sticks. You understand?
They call it strength in numbers.
Sure. Alright, so now.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day passes as a calf, as a chaff, slacker, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you.
So yeah, what we need to do is, like it says, those that are rehearsing the righteous acts, gathering together. Okay, there's not an individual thing in this thing. It's about making sure like they've got churches and that, right? They slightly do that already, right? They gather together and they speak about doctrines of their dreams and stuff, right? But what we should be doing is gathering together with the law, statutes and commandments, right? And helping each other. Like you said, you want to keep atonement, you want to keep these feast days. Where can you get fringes? Where's the best place to get like a certain vibration with the clothing? Because you know it needs to be 100%. Are you aware of that? Yeah, so all these things, like where's the best place to get you get them shops and that? I mean,
Oh yeah. This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Yeah, it's about gathering together.
Yes.
Right? So we need to know what's going on in these last days. Where have you been studying? What like, have you been watching any Israelite camps or? Okay, which one have you been interested in? Americans, yeah. Do you not know of any of the congregation? Oh, GMS, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. You as well. Okay. IUIC. See the ones, the guys in the purple and that stuff like that. The purple ones. People normally say that the GMS guys are scary.
Yeah, or the ISUPK.
GMS have grown, man. In the spirit and that, innit? And like, GMS needs to swear a lot and be a bit more abrupt and that. But nothing. I think it's that policeman spirit that's on the IUIC, innit? A lot of them are police officers, innit?
Yeah. I could give you my wife's number so you can get yourself some things.
Yeah, exactly. Fringes, dress codes.
At work, are you allowed to have like a headset when you work? You're allowed.
Because it's customer service.
Oh, you're on the tills and
They're a
that.
bit annoying,
Then were you at like next or Gap? Next to Gap, Levi's. Levi's and that, innit?
Have you ever seen the emblem of the Levi? The logo?
Oh, yeah.
My wife's name and her number, yeah?
What should I say then?
Just, that you met us. I'll let her know anyway, so it's not going to be awkward or nothing, it's all love,
Oh, the leave. Oh, yeah, can't, yeah. I think you meant the.
You know what that image represents?
Yeah, that.
Right, that's what they did. That's what they did.
Lynching.
Yeah, they used to rip the men apart with the horses.
Levi.
But Levi is of the 12 tribes. Right, the priest.
Yeah, Levi's. That's mad, isn't it?
Hold it.
So the company that was obviously owned, the man or the used to get the cotton, obviously is from slaves picking the cotton to create the Levi's. You understand? Because cotton is from the plant, right? Denim comes from the plant. But look, slave ships, you gotta work for our slave babies and that. But at the same time, get Numbers chapter 15 and verse 32. Right. So what it is, also we want him to wink at your transgressions because you're still a babe in the spirit, right? But you need to pray hard, alright? You need to choose, if you want to choose, give me that in Matthew chapter. You get Numbers 15 and you get the Numbers. Right, Numbers 15:32.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 32. And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness,
Okay, while the children of Israel were in the wilderness,
they found a man gathered sticks.
gathering sticks, right?
Gathered sticks upon the Sabbath day.
Upon the what day?
On the Sabbath day.
You heard of this before? Have you read this before? Okay, we're going to read it to you, yeah?
And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron and unto all the congregation. And they put him in a ward.
They put him in a ward, like they bounding him, right? Binding him, right?
Because it was not declared what should be done unto him.
They were scared. They just seen all of these miracles, and so they didn't want to upset the Most High, right? And that was one of the rules. Right? Don't do that on the Sabbath day, right? Don't work. Just relax, okay?
And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death.
Wow.
And all the congregation shall stone him with stones
Wow.
without the camp.
So look, this ain't no, there's not no getting away with it. It's not because you look 10, you're a 10, beautiful girl. It ain't because you're the strongest, you know what I mean? NFL player that brings in the gold medals and brings in the team for the team. There's no respect just because of who you are, like. Alright? Go on.
And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones.
And you done what?
And
And
stoned him with stones.
Yeah,
And he died as the Lord had commanded Moses.
Died.
That's
So
right.
Most High commanded Moses to make sure he got put to death, right?
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying,
Go on.
Speak unto the children of Israel.
You what?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
It's to the children of Ishmael.
Yeah.
Right? It's not to the children of Israel, right? Read?
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments
So there's a fringes on the borders of their garment.
throughout their generations,
Right? So even our children's children, alright, read?
and that they put upon the fringe, upon the borders, a ribbon of blue.
Okay, a ribbon of blue.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord,
Yeah, I know you most probably heard this part before.
and do them.
I know you definitely heard Israelite can't teach that before. It's because you need to remember the Lord's commandments. Yahweh's commandments, okay?
That's right.
Even the Messiah wore fringes. You're aware of that, right? When they grabbed the hem of his garment, when the lady and the people, they grabbed the hem of his garment, that hem there in the Greek is fringe. Same Hebrew word for fringes. Alright? Go ahead.
This is Matthew 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two
So
masters,
you can't serve two masters, okay? Go on.
for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
So look, you gotta choose. Mammon there means money. Understand? You can't serve God and serve money because a lot of people's God today is money. Understand? Like, you reckon money's gonna help you more than the Most High? So you gotta choose. You're gonna wanna choose money or do you wanna choose the Most High? These people told you, yo, you can't serve the Most High. You need to work on the Sabbath day. What are you gonna tell them? That's a question I'm asking. They said you can't serve the Most High. You gotta come and work and for the money. What are you gonna choose? Still there. Sir, money can't be your master. Money can't be your God. It's done. Read this.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation.
So when you're riches, you know what it says? It's hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. It's like a camel going through the eye of a needle. Understand? Those that are rich fall into temptations, right?
And a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts,
So hurtful lusts come upon with money, right?
which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Yep.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
So there's no harm in having money, understand? But for the love of money, alright? For you to say you'd rather ask you one more time. You know what? Give me Psalms. Give me Psalms 94. Hold that. Give me Psalms 94. Give me verse 16.
This is
Let the
Psalms.
Bible ask you.
This is Psalms chapter 94 and 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers?
Alright, wait. Is that a question mark?
Yeah, question mark.
Who's going to rise up for the Most High against evil? You rise up for the Most High again.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
See, your hands are a bit shaky now. You're not really there. You understand? So that's why we're here for you. You understand? So we need to stand up against the workers of iniquity. We need to rise up against the evildoers. Sarah's time would have went. You know what I mean? Deborah, Judith, hand would have went.
Rachel, Rebecca.
Miriam. Miriam was there with Moses and Aaron, you know, playing the tambourines and dancing for the Most High.
Right.
You know what I mean? Imagine the women when David came in with the Ark of the Covenant. They was putting their hands in the sky, beating tambourines. And I know it's a bit harder for our women today because our men, they're reprobate. You know what I mean? They don't see that backbone. Because we're meant to be the body for the rib. So they're not seeing the body with any strength. They're seeing us crippling, you know what I mean? Acne and arthritis and that. Looking at beams in the eye, dry skin. So we look right now.
Look dusty.
The body's looking dusty, yeah. It's looking it's dim. But what it is, we should only be around men of the Lord that wanna, you know what I mean, stretch and get the ligaments and that, get them stretching. That's what it is by seeing in this world. Your precept.
Look, this is Sirach chapter 1 and verse 26. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee.
Yeah. So look, if you want to desire wisdom, keep the commandments. Yeah, that's
First Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9, verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some have coveted after, they have erred from the faith.
what?
They have erred from the faith.
So you can err from the faith. Right? When you stay after money and you cover after money, because it's going to keep it in.
They pierce themselves with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, and meekness.
Where's the promise is yeah, you know what? Go to verse 6. Go to verse 6, yeah.
1 Timothy verse 6 and verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. We brought nothing into this world,
So we brought nothing into this world.
and it is certain we can carry nothing out.
So we didn't bring anything into this world when we came out of our mother's womb, right? So when we die, we're not going to go with it. We're not going to go with your Nikes and your glasses and your thing. Understand? All these things are going to fade away and waste away. Understand? So why are we holding on to money like that's going to be our God? It's not like these damn Egyptians or these Greeks where you got to have money on your eyeballs for the dead when you go through the gates and that. That's all madness. You can't take the money with you. Understand? So what it is, you need to choose the Most High. Give me that in Matthew 10 and 28. Matthew 10, 28, right? I want to answer any question you've got. I got different limits. Let me just read this and then we can explain.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28, which killed the body.
And don't fear your managers or whatever, alright? They can stop you from getting your paycheck. You know what I mean? You can starve and that. Alright, go on.
Fear not them which can kill the body,
Go on.
but are not able to kill the soul.
They can't kill your soul. Understand? Those that want to give you damn injections to make you, right? To kill your soul. They can't kill your soul, you understand? Alright?
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
That's the fear. That fear that you should have for the Most High, it helps you, it guides you, it leads you into a more spiritual mindset. Understand? To build up the spirit more, right? That's good. That's a good thing. Give me the book of Psalm 51. Psalm 51. She said, how can she build up her spirit more? Understand? And then give me the book of Matthew chapter 17.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 51 and verse 10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Cast not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then will I teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee.
So that's what it is. What you're asking. That's what you're asking. Like David asked this. David killed Goliath. David broke up lions and that, and his son sat with lions. Understand? He even had this humble spirit. Understand? So that's you're not in you're not the only one, sister. Even David done wrong and needed to ask the Most High not to take that spirit away from him. Alright? So you got the right mindset, okay?
Matthew 17 for the top.
Matthew 17 and start from verse 17.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17, verse 17. Then Jesus answered and said,
Yahushai, there's no G, there's no J, right?
Yeah. Then Yahushai answered and said, O faithlessness and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you?
So faithless and perverse generation. The Messiah is not going to be walking with the disciples all that for too long. He's going to get rise again on the third day, right?
How long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahushai rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. When the disciples to Yahushai apart and said, why could not we cast him out?
So why could we not cast out the devil that was inside that wicked person, right?
And Yahushai said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed,
Say to that mountain,
ye shall say unto that mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
keep reading.
Howbeit that this kind goeth out, not out but by prayer and fasting.
Yeah, so not out by prayer and fasting.
That's right.
That's another way to boost up your spirit. That's why we said, do you know how to pray? Do you know how to fast? He was giving you that lesson earlier on. Understand? So that that is how you do it. Right? You have to pray to the Most High to deliver you from evil. Alright? And ask him to forgive your debts as you forgive others that get against you. Right? You know the Lord's Prayer, right? The Adam Palau, right? And gathering together with like-minded, those are other things that can build you up in the spirit. That's why we're saying if you're on your own, temptations will come. Understand? Because we have to all serve our Philippians. Philippians 2 and 12. Alright? We've all got to do things on our own. Abraham was on his own. Moses was on his own when he saw the Messiah, right? Or when he saw the Messiah.
That's right.
But still,
This is the book. This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2 and verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
so you've got your salvation ain't going to be because of us. It's because you in yourself had faith. But you show your faith through your works. Understand? So how do you know that your mum and dad loves you? Well, they clothed you, they fed you, they nurtured you, they gave you lessons on life. And hopefully they showed you the statutes and commandments as well. That's how love is an action word. So if you want to show you love the Most High, you can't just go around doing anything. Understand? Yeah, that's it. Alright? You want to stay with you. Because he wants to, you might learn something. What do you want to ask?
Belief system. Do you believe man was created God?
Yes.
I believe when it comes to faith, man creates God. Why do I say that? Because there is more than one religion. Whether you want to call them false religion or not, there is more than one religion.
Yeah, religion.
Okay.
Religious means the
Yeah,
way of life.
right.
Way of life.
People have a way of life, as you correctly said, to be with like-minded people. You have rules and regulations to be with the like-minded people.
While you're saying things, your verses are coming to my head, so I'm just going to get him to grab them while you're...
Then, what is happening, right? As with,
No,
I'm not just going to take one section.
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
Can we stay on one? Can we stay on one?
I'm saying
God.
on belief system.
Yeah, yeah.
On the belief system.
Men put God in their image, right?
In their image,
Yes.
right? For the purpose
Yes.
of trying to have being together for a particular reason.
Yes.
To worship the Son.
Exactly, yes.
Nobody, right? Or I should say a collection of people that has ever seen God. They've heard the word of God.
Yes, yes.
People have had spiritual interpretations of God.
Exactly.
So such as Muhammad, right? Obviously,
Yeah, yeah.
he was a
Yeah.
prophet, etc. Some people say
Gabriel.
Jesus. Yeah, his prophet said they had the word. But in actual seeing, has there ever been a collection of people that hasn't ever seen God? No. What is the word? What is it when I say to you blind faith?
Blind faith. Well, blind faith. But for us, blind faith is when we believe and know that the Messiah died, rose again on the third day. That was our blind faith.
Blind faith, yes.
I'm just showing that's our blind
Yeah,
faith.
blind
That we
faith-
believe he died and rose
blind
again on the
faith
third day.
is to believe in something that you personally haven't seen,
Yeah, exactly.
right? But you take it, right, as gospel, either from the elders who hand it down to you, whether through oral tradition or through something such as the Quran, Bible, or Torah, or something like that. That's what they hand down to you. And then you interpret from that particular scripture. What you have this one book, right? I don't know which is this, the Bible or King James Bible, right? And obviously there's a whole heap of things missing out of King James Bible. You know, you've only got things like the Ten Commandments.
Not in this one. This one's got the
Has
old
it got the
one.
Maccabean in it?
Yeah.
Has that got the
Okay,
Maccabean?
so
Right.
alright, so look, let's just before we go off on a
No, I'm not going off a different tangent.
No, but let me just
That's which Bible it was.
Okay, alright, so let me
Yeah.
hold it there, right? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 16. 4 and 16? Deuteronomy 4 and 16. You know me, innit? I like it. Is it
Yeah, 4:16.
Deuteronomy 4:19? Give me Deuteronomy 4:19.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 19. These shall lift up thy eyes unto heaven, and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars,
Go on.
even all the host of heaven,
In all the hosts of heaven.
shouldest be driven to worship them.
Alright, so look, they worship the zodiacs. There's Muslims, they've got the crescent moon on the thing. The Egyptians, they worship the sun gods and stuff,
Sorry,
right?
I do apologise, but I'm waiting.
Brother, you got to kind of,
Hello.
listen to this one.
Yeah, come round, walk round past the gym, and you come on to the main road,
Sisters High Road.
Seven Sisters High Road. I'm just round the corner.
Around
Yeah.
where body music used to be.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Body music used to be. Yeah. That was back in the day.
Back in the days, isn't it,
That
bro?
was back in the day when I used to live on
So
the
we're showing our age now,
Yeah,
ain't we?
yeah, so I'm saying that you're not young, remember that?
Alright, thank you. So do you, King. Alright, but hear this, right? Read this, please.
I'll read it
Just
again. This is
remember
the
what we're
book of
saying, right? Yeah?
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 19. And lest thou be lifted up thy eyes unto heaven,
Go on.
and when thou seest the sun, the moon, the stars, even all the hosts of heaven, shouldest be driven to worship them
Go on.
and to serve them,
Go on.
which the Lord Yahweh,
Which with the Lord Yahweh, right?
thy God,
HWH,
have divided unto all nations
He's divided that unto all the other nations.
under the whole heaven.
Under where?
Under the whole heaven.
All the other nations have gods, whether it be Dagon, Buddha,
Yeah.
Ishtar, Osiris, Behemoth. All of these other nations are allowed to worship them gods, okay?
Yeah.
But you see, the Israelites, we are not allowed to worship them. So when you're saying gods in their images are elephants. Another one's images are
No,
monkeys.
no.
Another one's
I
image,
hear you, I hear
brother,
you.
is like the Egyptians
No,
have
I hear
a snake
you. I
head,
hear you.
and then a wolf head,
No,
and
I hear you.
a raven head.
and then
No,
a donkey.
you're missing-
So
you're
all,
missing-
brother, hear this, King.
Brother, no,
King.
you're missing the point.
Well,
The
bro,
point
hear
is-
this. One more
No,
understanding.
say to me, brother.
Because I'll let you finish, brother,
No,
please.
you didn't.
So when you're talking, I give you your opportunity. So what I'm saying is, all the other nations, they had demigods, gods of animals and men mixed together. Yeah, things that are that they made with their hands and creation. Yeah, we have not got no faith in that.
I
understand? Because
can I say something?
what it is, if I see a Greek mythology, a horseman coming up, then okay, I could say that such. But we see in the Bible is the Messiah sitting on the throne with woolly hair, brass feet.
I understand what you're saying.
These are the images of the Negro.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. You're missing my point. I'm saying that man creates God in his image. And therefore they set rules and regulations down accordingly.
But brother,
but
the image you're mentioning is not the image that we was taught. We was taught by the colonizer that the Messiah is a Caucasian man.
I understand that.
And when we read it in the Bible, it doesn't say that. Thank you.
I'm not disputing
all
that.
Right,
yeah. Because I believe personally black is before creation. That's another
not
story.
black, brother. Brown. No, because remember you said believe, right?
I believe.
I don't believe there's any black people. Right. I was told that we are black. That's a negative word, a derogative word.
No. It's made. It's a colour. Right.
Yeah, it's a negative connotation.
I can understand why you feel it that way.
Because words have spells on them.
Words have meaning.
So the meanings that everyone believes it to be, you'll be semantical.
Let's not.
Because they all believe it to be negative.
So
Why should we believe it to be positive?
So I appreciate your time and I appreciate you listening to me.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying, my brother, is this. The one Bible that you're using, which is the Bible that you're using, remember, people have different interpretations of that Bible. That is why you have got Pentecostal. That is why you've got 7 Days Adventist. That's why you've got all these different ones. No. All I'm saying to you is this: is that people interpret things for their purpose.
Filthy lucracy.
And so what happens is this.
You understand?
What happens is that I might be Pentecostal, right? Or better still, give you a better example. The Catholic Church, right? Right. So the Catholic Church, that's there. So in their church, right, they have idols, they have all these things, and they have a lot of stuff.
Yes,
and
they've even taken up commandments.
They worship certain things.
Yeah.
So somebody else came along, right, and said that is too much, and we're going to have things like Anglican Church where we do not worship those sort of things. So what I'm saying is,
what are you saying? All them churches go off of white Jesus.
That's right. I'm not disputing. I'm not disputing.
Because what we're teaching, brother, right? Because what it is, if you wanna, you said you had some sort of contention with us.
No, I didn't have. I got no contention.
Oh, okay, then cool, bro.
I got no contention.
So then, what's your nationality then?
Eh?
What's the whole point of it? Don't
I am
seek out.
African.
Don't seek
I
out
am
how.
African.
What it is, we shouldn't want to seek out how the unrighteous are going to be destroyed. We want to seek out how the righteous people want to be saved. Do you feel that we're going to have a time to come where we will do the work?
I believe, right, as a black person, as an African,
Okay.
Yeah, I believe in the spirituality of my people. I believe that there is a higher God.
West African people, right?
I'm not saying necessarily.
Because you look Caribbean, brother. So you come from the west coast of Africa.
Not necessarily, I think.
Okay, you come from Ethiopia.
There's a likelihood that those people have looked at me personally and said, you're coming from places like Ghana. Okay? Places like Ghana. However, I've not had a DNA sample to say, because if you know the history of slavery, you will know that from the interior that they were brought to the
the Ashanti people, right?
Yeah.
That is a Hebrew name. You know that, right? Ashan is a Hebrew name. So if you're going to go back to your ancestors, they're not going to tell you you're black. The Ashanti people never grew up learning that they were black. That was the colonizer that came in and stripped Kunta Kente's name to call him Toby.
That's right.
And said that your name is now Kingston or Kennedy or
I'm not,
Green.
listen, my brother, we've got no dispute.
Okay, brother.
We've got no dispute.
So then if the Ashanti people know that they are the people of Judah,
All I'm asking you,
why would you call yourself an African?
what you want me to
The Ashanti people
or what?
Yeah, read this. Let's show you. No.
All I'm asking,
Deuteronomy 32.
all I'm asking, where did you get the Bible from? That's all. What's
We're going to show
This
you.
is James chapter 1 and verse 26.
James 1:26.
If any man among you seem to be religious
Any man among us seem to be religious
and bridleth not his tongue,
and don't make sure, it doesn't say the correct things out of his mouth.
but deceiveth his own heart,
and but deceives his own self, all right?
this man's religion is vain.
Is what?
This
man's religion is vain.
Keep reading.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this,
This is what pure religion is, right? Read.
to visit the fatherless
To visit the fatherless.
and widows in their affliction.
So we are the fatherless ones. We're the ones without fathers in the household, without knowing our ancestors. You don't even know who your without your DNA being tested, brother. That's what you literally just said.
That's right.
We are fatherless, brother. Read.
And to keep himself unspotted from the world.
And we need to be what? Without blemish. We need to be away from religions of bowing down to stones and having Buddhas and golden big belly Chinese men as our gods, dealing with the monk Wu Tang Tang. We need to be away from that.
I'm not into that.
No, but I'm just saying, brother. But we are the people. That's why we're talking to the young sister. That's why we're out here saying that
just
both
saying.
blacks and Hispanics,
I'm just saying.
we are the biblical chosen people. The reason why
Can I just ask a
our
question?
names
Can I
being
ask you-
stripped from
What
us.
do you call yourself?
Israelites.
All right, Israelites.
Yasha. Let's
no,
in
no.
the Paleo Hebrew is Yasharallah. Yasharallah.
Okay.
Princes of God. We are gods on the earth.
Israelites.
Can I just add
Yeah,
something to
Israel.
what he just said, just so this truth? The only reason why I came into this truth is because I used to call myself Jamaican. And before this, I thought myself, hold on. And before this, I thought, oh yeah, I'm African descendant as well. So I understand where you're coming from, but Africa's got 56 countries.
Yeah, I know.
One. You're not Ethiopian, you're not Egyptian, you're not Canaanite, you're not Somalian, you're not Sudanese. All of them don't call themselves African, they call themselves where they come from, where they tribe.
It's a continent.
So when I found out the Israelites in the Bible, they went into slavery with ships and they lost their name, I know, yo, by elimination, this didn't happen to the Indians, the Arabs, it happened to the Israelites. So therefore, I'm an Israelite. My surname is Cameron. What's your surname?
What's my surname?
Yeah.
My surname is Myrie.
So you was on the Myrie plantation, chopping sugarcane and picking cotton for the white man. No, 100%. That's how you got that surname. So my father, his name is Cameron. It goes back all the way to the Cameron plantation, fucking David Cameron's ancestors. This is how I know I'm an Israelite. My spirit bears witness.
Okay.
That's what, sorry.
The only point that I want to make is I don't disagree with your belief system. If that keeps you on the path, right,
About spots.
without etc., then that's fine. I'm not disputing. All I'm saying to you, right, whatever we deal with is blind faith. And as I said, my saying is, and I believe, man creates God in his image.
And that's why that's what the brother we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
The whole point is when we found out the truth in the Bible, the truth made us free.
And what my brother said earlier.
No, going back to what you said, you
what
wrote
you
the
said.
Bible.
No,
That's what you were saying,
I asked,
right?
I asked you about the Bible.
So when
and
you
you
said-
said, when I said Catholic, my brother.
Can I finish? Bro? Because remember, you let him finish.
Yeah.
We've been letting you finish.
I said,
Let's have a
when the
decent
Catholic,
conversation, bro.
when the Catholic talks about Catholic, right, Catholicism, you said that holy is missing. So what makes you think what you're reading now is the whole of it?
Brother, can I land now? The Bible that they was reading, when we read it for ourselves, it doesn't say it's them. We're like, wow, you didn't even tip X out and change that part to call it a Caucasian man's thing.
That's right.
It still says that it's us. When you look at the conditions of our people and the culture of our people, they eat medium rare. In this it says cook out all the blood out of the meat. The Greeks, they used to have orgies, saturnalia, men and men, Bacchus worship, saturnalia, women and women, pedophilia. This condemns this. Understand? So I'm like, this can't be your book. It's our DNA, it's our sway, it's our ancestors, it's our soul. We're the soul of the
I'm
earth,
not
bro.
disputing it. There's nothing that I'm disagreeing with you.
Alright, let's read. Let's read.
No,
Let's
I'm-
read.
my brother-
One sec, brother,
I've got to
because you haven't let us read. Let's just read.
No, I haven't let you lead, and I've listened to what you said to your
Brother,
sister.
listen. What it is, let's read.
Joshua 19 and verse 1, and the second lot came forth to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon,
Tribe of the children of Simeon and Judah.
according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah.
The children of Judah.
Verse 7, Ain, Ramon, and Ephah And Ashan.
And who?
And Ashan.
Ashan.
All cities and their villages.
So the village and the cities, Ashan, they held that name, all right, from the Roman persecution in 70 AD, and they called themselves Ashanti. Yoruba, another Hebrew name. Igbo, another Hebrew name. All right, read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7.
Last one.
Remember the days of old.
Remember what?
Remember the days of old.
Forget your names that you've got now. Remember the names of our ancestors, all right? Read.
Right. Consider the years of many generations.
So look, if we don't know ourselves and we don't know we're only by DNA, we got to search out the many generations. And the generations said they're Ashanti, they're Hebrews. They come from Simeon and Judah. So bro, if you're saying that you're Ghana, or the people think you're Ghana, hold that spirituality of what, because remember, you're not spiritual on your own, we're spiritual as a nation. We can't be on this own individual spiritual thing. It's as a whole people we get judged. When they say Black Lives Matter, it's the whole of the black people and races.
Yeah,
understand?
so regardless, I know,
brother, please, let me land my plane. Let me land my plane, because I've been doing this in decency, right, and in order, right?
It says, ask thy fathers and he will show thee.
Ask thy fathers, they will show thee.
Thy elders and they will tell thee.
Go on.
When the Most High divided the nations,
Most High divided all the nations.
Their inheritance, he separated the sons of Adam.
Go on.
He set a bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
So there's a division. And remember, the Most High says that these other nations, they was divided from us and they've got their own gods. But the Israel, the ones that are chosen, will go into slave ships for loving their women, like Solomon. And the women led him away to go deal with the gods of the other nations. That's why the kingdom split. That's why we're in the valley of the shadow of death. That's why we're by the rivers of Babylon. That's why we're in this position, waking up our people, because we are the lost sheep.
My last word, and then hopefully we can end this, because I've got nothing against what you're saying.
Yes, man.
All I'm saying is that blind faith, right, is what no, I can't, no, brother.
No, I'm listening to you, brother. Brother, every time I say go through the Bible, you're getting a bit contentious, bro. But go on, blind faith, please, go on, talk, bro, please. What's your blind faith comment? And please, I want to hear you.
It's not about that, man. It's that when you say to me things like, that was the last verse I'm reading.
Blind faith.
And then you go on to another verse. And then
Bring
you go
your
on,
blind faith.
etc.
Bring your blind
What
faith.
I'm saying to you, right, we develop faith systems, right? And it's blind faith. No one, as far as I know, has seen God. We have an interpretation of the Word of God. And if the Word of God, right, makes you keep on the path, right, as us, as a people, right, then I'm happy for you.
What path are you on?
I'm on the
What path? Because remember, we always used to be rude boys, a bit but we have to turn from that, right? What path turned you from being that statistic?
I was into Rastafari.
Rastafari, yeah.
I was into Rastafari as I was growing up, yeah? Because again, to get away from the
black
European,
one black god and everything,
etc. So I'm always been on that thing.
Okay.
I class myself as an African. The reason I class myself not as a Nigerian or whether I come from West Africa or whatever is because, as you said earlier on, right? We're all being mixed together and we don't know where we're from. There's one thing that we can identify is, right, that we all look pretty similar. Yeah? We all look pretty similar. And therefore, as a people that's always been persecuted, there's nobody on this world and the planet that's been persecuted like us as Africans.
The Hispanics as well.
Yeah. No.
The Hispanics as well.
What do you mean the Hispanics?
The Native Americans and the Latinos.
They suffer the same
They
thing.
suffer
Not
just
like
as
us.
well.
No way.
Brother,
No way.
What are you talking
way.
about?
I read my history. I looked at it.
Columbus didn't destroy them up.
Kill them with a Gatling, wipe out with their
Wipe out
children,
and stole their
send them
land.
to Spain.
At least Ashanti and the Nigerians, they still live there. Imagine they kick you out your house and take your whole land and your children and your farm and your stock. How do you feel about that though?
I haven't seen. No.
If someone takes your children but you still live in your house, but another one takes your children and kicks you out your house, what's worse?
Yeah.
getting your children stolen and getting your house stolen, right?
Yeah.
That's worse than just taking your children, right? Because the Ghanaians and Nigerians, Angolans, Congolese, they still live there.
That's right.
They haven't been taken away
So
from
we were
there.
stolen from our whole land of West
So you
Africa.
can't say one man's oppression is better than another when we're the same. The
you don't know-
Hispanics and the
You know
Native
why I can
Americans
say
are the
that?
same as the
You know
Negroes.
why I can
That's
say
right.
that?
They are the same people.
You know why I can say that?
Why can you say that, brother?
Because the same Hispanic people that you're talking about, because the Moors that went over, the half African or Arab that were mixed together and went over, that were kicked out of Spain by El Cid.
Yeah.
The Spanish people don't look at you and me as their brother.
No, but we're not
What
talking about
happened?
Spanish. We're
What
talking
happened?
about Hispanic. We're talking
even
about
if-
the Native Americans
But I'm
and the
not
Seminole
disputing-
Indians. brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had
They got plagues upon them. Remember they got smallpox in the blankets.
All of
They
them.
infected them.
and the Native American Indians, all of them happened.
Yeah, they are
But you know
people,
what
brother.
happened?
They were praising Yah as
You
well.
know what happened?
Hey Yahweh.
Unfortunately,
Hey Yah, hey Yah.
Right, one of the things that happened is,
Go on, bro.
right, when I say we are the original man, because all the plagues that we talked about came upon us, but we overcame them. All the killings and the beatings.
Brother,
and the
we're still by the rivers of Babylon.
Right.
What have we overcome, bro? We're yet this day still in our
Thank you.
captivity, brother.
Every day is
Are you not?
rich man.
Your last name is still the name of a white man.
That's right.
I changed.
Brother, you changed what?
You just told us it's Mayors, Mayfields or something like
You
that.
had to change it.
I changed it.
Wow. And what? And because he said yes, because he said yes, you think you're delivered. Because he allowed you to change it on a damn piece of paper. You think that saved you? No, bro, you're still in captivity, brother.
Still pay taxes.
I hear you.
Understand?
You still cut your beard like a
you're agreeing with the
Caucasian.
white. Oh, thank you, white man, signing it off. You went and paid it. You went and paid how much? £90
My
to
brother,
get your
now
name.
you're disrespecting me.
No.
Now the way you're talking about me now, you're disrespecting me. I never
Brother,
disrespected you.
I don't mean to be
No,
disrespectful,
disrespecting
but I'm
you,
telling
brother.
you the truth.
No.
Because you
no,
agree
no.
with the white man, because you
I
let you
didn't say
change your
I-
name,
no,
you think
I
that's
didn't.
going to better your
No,
lifestyle, and you're
no, I
not.
did not.
You're out of captivity.
No, I didn't say I was out of captivity.
All right,
I
then, so
didn't
what are
say
you
I was
trying
out
to
of
say then?
captivity. I didn't say that. What I'm saying to you is this. If you've got a belief system that keeps you and keeps you...
And I asked, what's your one?
My one...
You said it used to be Rasta. You haven't answered what your one is.
I believe, right, that there is a God. I believe in spirituality.
Yeah,
I don't
God of who?
No, listen, that's precisely it. That is precisely the point. What?
Fam, you said you're going to go to Ghana and ask your ancestors in Africa. Your ancestors will tell you that our God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, bro. So you've got a different God than your ancestors, bro.
It what I'm trying to say to you.
I'm listening.
Right? I said there are 7 different types of belief systems.
Which one's
And
your
I'm
one?
saying the Bible. I don't believe necessarily in everything in the Bible. I do not believe in that, and therefore I do not go through the Bible. I have to just go through
What's
my
wrong with it?
spirituality.
Because you got to try it. You got to bring it to the court system and give it and try
Telling
it.
me, you know where everything comes from in the Bible.
Yes,
It
bro.
tells us.
Our forefathers.
How?
It tells
How?
you.
Brother.
It tells you.
Brother,
Have you done your
show us.
research
Yes,
outside the Bible?
Brother, yes, we have,
you done
bro.
your
You
research?
show us where it's wrong.
I can't say it's wrong.
So then why are you gonna go against it then?
Because it's been put up on us.
You
the way
got
it
to
has.
try it first.
No.
Before, no, listen, brother,
I've been
please.
to,
You ain't tried it.
How do you know I've
One
tried
second.
it?
You show us. You just told us you haven't been through it.
No.
You just literally condemned yourself.
Listen, I didn't say I didn't read the Bible. I went.
What's wrong with it then?
Right?
If you've read it, what's wrong with it?
I am saying there are parts missing out of the Bible. I am
What
saying,
parts are missing? What parts are missing?
Right. Up to now, right, I don't know how many commandments in there. Because there's more than 10 commandments.
There's 613 commandments.
Right. Is it, they're all in there?
That's all in there.
Right. In this particular Bible.
In this Bible, there's 613 commandments.
All the commandments are in here. Everything.
Brother, all the commandments are in the
I'm
Torah.
saying to you that this
The
King
laws
James-
and the statutes
King
as well.
James's version was made. Shakespeare had a hand in writing that.
What's
as
your
well.
what's
It
your
doesn't
stance?
matter. My stance is, right, that I am black nationalist. That means I'm a Pan-Africanist, if you want to know.
I understand this.
I follow Marcus Garvey.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you. You're a Garveyite.
I'm a Garveyite.
All right, thank you. That's
That's
what you have
where
to say,
I'm.
bro.
Yeah, I'm a Garveyite.
You went through all of that just to say you're a
I'm a
Garveyite.
Garveyite.
So, bro, you know
I'm a Pan-African.
You know Marcus Garvey. His thing was off the Bible. You know that, right? his whole movement was off the Bible.
That's right.
Because we studied that Garveyite, we studied Rastafarianism. We know the doctrines, brother. Because that same doctrine of the Garveyites, his God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, brother. Brother, if you're a Garveyite, you need to read the Bible, bro. Bro, you don't know your own spirituality, bro. You don't. But we can teach you it, brother. No, we're teaching you the Garveyite spirituality, bro.
Thank you. Every day.
Go on, bring it, Akin.
Thank you, brother. I love you, yeah? It's love, you know? Hey, brother, everything is love, you know? It's love. Sister, love, right? Peace and love.
Yeah.
Hey, get the faith, get the faith.
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, get that.
Alright.
You see where we're going with this now? Because what our people were discontinued from our heritage. So what it is, when our people are proud, alright, they don't want to, understand? Yeah. When our people are proud, they don't want to buckle down to the laws and the commandments because they think that we're just some young men that we don't know better, right?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal.
The things which are seen, they're temporary, right?
But the things which are not seen are eternal.
But the things which are not seen, they're eternal. That's what you're saying a lot. We were saying about faith. Our faith is in things that are not seen. That's right. We haven't seen a lot of the things that come. We got in
2 Corinthians.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I declare unto you the gospel which I preached unto you, which also ye have received, and wherein ye stand, by which also ye are saved, if ye keep in memory what I preached unto you, unless ye have believed in vain. For I delivered unto you first of all that which I also received, how that Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures, and that he was buried, and he rose again the third day according to scriptures, and that he was seen of Cephas, then of the 12, and that he was seen of above 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain unto this present, but some are fallen asleep. After that he was seen of James, then all the apostles. At last of all he was seen of me also, as of one born out of due time.
So look how many people saw the Messiah. We haven't seen him, but how do we know him? Through faith. So he went to Corinth to tell these people that the Messiah's come. The prophecies that was written has come to pass. So there's people that literally did see him. There's documentations of even in the Greeks, the Romans, that documented that this was a serious event that happened. All right, so when it says that we've gone away from the Bible and seek the history, there are history books about crucifixion of a man that was very influential and famous amongst the Jews. You understand? That wouldn't be a lightweight thing. This would be a major heavyweight situation. And it also went to who? The Caesars. These are things that when you go to court, they make sure they've got the solicitor, the judge. They will documentate situations like this, and even today, right? They done that back in the days. Understand? When he says, look, I wash my hands with the situation, this is going towards them. That's a major situation for the Roman generals to be going through. Huh? There was all documented of the Messiah, Yahushua. But we haven't seen it. All we have seen is them giving us Bibles in slavery and showing us the so-called white man. That's religion. That's what we're trying to show the guy. When we read the Bible for ourselves, the blessings start to flow on us. Because we get to see he's got woolly hair, brass skin. But the image they're pushing ain't the same image was in the scriptures. Now he's saying, first of all as well, the guy says, you don't want me up there. Yeah, you remember he said that, right? You don't want me up there. I'm gonna be a hard time for you guys. The man started getting a bit shouty and a bit like, oh, you're abusing me now. You're hurting you're disrespecting. You're hurting my feelings now. I'm like, because why are we hurting your feelings? Because we told you the truth. Why do you abhor me? Because we told you the truth. Your last names changed what? Brothers have changed their last names, but we still know that the names that their people have, the government have, they're still going to call us as damn slave. They're still going to call us a nigger. They're still going to say that our ancestors have been put over here on cargo slave ships. That doesn't make us saved.
They're still going to say, remember your roots.
Remember your roots. Remember we had you in slavery. That don't make us come out of the slavery. Alright? Get me, what you want?
I had a couple.
Get what you get.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So this is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1 and verse 20. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but holy men of God, spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost.
All of this Bible, everything we're reading from the Bible, they're like, where do you get that Bible from? It was from holy men. Men that have the same vibrations as us. Understand? When we read the Bible, all throughout, it says that we'll be snared in holes, right, in prison houses. Right? When you read Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. The conditions and the vibrations, even on the women, right, in Isaiah chapter 3 verse 16, the women will have bald heads, right, because of all of the relaxer and the weave they put in there, right, vaginas that smell, right, because of all of the madness they do with all their men.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
And what people are robbed? What people are spoiled? What go on, read?
They are all snared in holes.
They're snared in holes.
They are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey, and none delivered.
Who gets preyed upon? Alright, the Hispanics as well. Was it not only the Negroes and the west coast of Africa that was persecuted? No. Because remember the Ethiopians, they never got no magic. Somalia, all of them, they do their own little piracy and all of them. Right? Read.
It says, they are all for a prey and none delivered.
And none delivered.
For a spoil and none saith restore.
And what?
And none saith restore.
We're for a spoil and no one wants to restore us, alright? This is the vibrations of the Negro and Hispanic. Alright?
I had another song.
Get Isaiah chapter 3. So that's a man, right? Get Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. I'll go to 12. Isaiah 3 and 12.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 12.
Bring that up.
It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors.
So children are our oppressors, right? We need to make sure, don't beat your children, you know, alright? Children, like, make sure that the children are oppressing the so-called black and Hispanic, man, right?
And women rule over them.
And what?
And women rule over them.
Yeah, children are your oppressors, and women rule over the man right now. Alright? You get that, right?
Oh, my people.
You understand this, isn't it? Alright? A woman can easily beguile a man. Alright? And the women are over the men because the system puts the women in that higher authority.
It's my house.
Alright? Talk a bit louder, Princess. It feels like they're getting pulled down.
Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armour of power, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
There's spiritual wickedness going on in higher places. Understand? And that's what's pulling us down. Right? And that's what's keeping us, like we said, the media. Right? Whether it's fornication, right? Lust. How you said, breaking adultery as well. You can commit adultery with the Most High. Right? Right? Go on.
Wherefore take unto you the whole armour of God, that ye may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all to stand.
So give me the book of Psalms 119 and verse 9. Yeah. That's not really. No, that's not really. Yeah, but that's not really.
This is
That's not really what you want.
This is the book of Psalms 119 and verse 9. It says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way?
So where would you cleanse your ways, alright? That's what you're asking, right? How do you want to pull yourself back up, right?
By taking heed thereto according to thy word.
So take heed according to the word. When you stay in the word, that's what will cleanse your ways. Like, just stay in this word. You might feel like you'll get people coming across that feel that they know things like, oh, what are you doing in that Bible? You know that King James and it was Shakespeare and they were faggots, and they will try and pull you away from the word by bringing their insight. But you're saying if you're gonna pull like the guy said, if this is what keeps us, stay within it, right? But if you're gonna pull us away from this and say that this ain't good enough, what's the replacement? What's gonna fill the void? Understand? What are you gonna show us? And he hasn't got anything. So I said, okay, so but what's your spirituality? Turning one Rasta to a Garveyite. Garveyites keep the book. They read the Bible. So show us what you're dealing with, understand? Yeah?
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 37.
Bring it out.
If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments commandments of the Lord.
So yeah, if you want to feel like you're the prophet, you're spiritual, you understand things, you're going to have to show us your ways of life. Because if you're going to show us your ways of life, your Garveyite, they have a certain structure of order. You can't be a Garveyite and you're not in order. Because they were the ones that started the Black City in America. They're the ones that created libraries in Tottenham. Understand? They're the ones that went all around Garveyites. He was the general, and he had started basically after the Black Panther. That was like a Black Panther movement, was from the Garveyites. Understand? Right? Revelations 18 and 4. What's that? Alright, Lot's wife. Exactly. That's what and understand the meaning of the story.
If I keep getting pulled down, can I still go back to the first time?
Yeah, like we said, if you can fall 7 times, but you got to make sure you're correcting yourself.
She got 20.
Exactly, you got to embrace that. Understand? You got to embrace that. Give me Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8.
This is the book of Revelation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of the fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying,
So you heard that bit, right? Did you get that? What that understanding was, right? Because of the media and the systems that are around, right? That's what's making everyone just drunk in this Babylon mindset, right?
I have heard another voice of heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
What should we do?
Come out of her, my people.
What's the Bible instructing the sister?
Come out of her, my people.
Messiah is saying, come out of them, right?
My people, that be ye, slacker, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
So you don't want to be partakers of with Babylon, because if you join hand with them, you'll be destroyed with them, like our Lot's wife was. She wanted to join onto the Sodomite wives. Stand, read.
And receive not of her plagues.
And what?
And receive not of her plagues.
Wow, go on.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquity.
Yeah, go to Revelation chapter 3 and verse 15. Right. Got that, yeah?
Here, this is Zephaniah 1 verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of Yahweh's sacrifice.
Do you understand what that means? It shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice. It's prophecy. So this ain't happened, all right? It's coming to pass, right?
I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
So look, the prophet said, look, if you're clothed in strange apparel, the Most High is going to mess them up. What's strange apparel? What do you reckon that means? Strange clothing. Well, what do you reckon that would be? Today, like, what can we see today as it shall come to pass? Like, what do we see today? Like, what's strange to the Most High right now? No. You cover your hair when you pray and prophesy. For a woman, your hair not being covered, but you said it already, like the men wearing a dress, like a Muslim, men wearing dresses and women wearing trousers. This is strange to the Most High. Alright, people will say it's not a render your heart and not your garments, don't mention that. But it does say he's going to judge you according to your garments. You're right, King. What's your nationality? What is your nationality? You're an African. But African is a continent, it's not a nation. Like, if Africa was in the Olympics, how many different African countries would be running? You got Zimbabwe, you got Kenya, you got Ghana, Nigeria. You can't just be, there's not an Africa that just everyone just runs. Huh? I was kidnapped, so I don't know what part of Africa. You was kidnapped from where? From Africa? Well, it was Ethiopians weren't kidnapped, so we can axe that one out. What? Somalian weren't kidnapped, you can axe that one out. Eritreans weren't kidnapped, were they?
No.
No. Kenyans?
No.
Sudanese?
No.
So we can axe out a couple African countries now. Alright, Rwandans?
Not really, no.
Oh, there you go, you know, bro. Alright. That's what you feel, yeah? Ghana, yeah? The spirit tells you Ghana, yeah? So, okay, so there's people of Ghana, do you know that they are the people of the Bible? Ashan is in the Bible. I'm sure that's where the Bible comes from. Like you keep saying Africa. I'm sure the Bible comes from somewhere. Give me Galatians chapter 4 verse 26. Let's show you where the Bible comes from. Brother, you should take your time. You should take your time. Alright, let's read it then. No, but you're in charge of your legs. Alright, let's go.
This is Galatians 4 verse 26. But Jerusalem.
But where?
But Jerusalem, which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
But Jerusalem. Alright, that's where the Bible comes from. The Bible comes from Mount Zion, Mount Sinai. Alright? That's the mother of us all. Not Africa. That's not the motherland for us. Alright? The Ghanaians, have you got the Babylon to Timbuktu? The Ghanaians, the Nigerians, the Yorubas, the Ashanti, the Igbos, the Fentis, alright? Uganda, the Congolese, the Angolans, right? They come from a certain place, and we're going to show you through a history book, alright?
Have you got it?
Yeah, I've got it. So look, turn the front page, brother. This book is Rudolph R. Windsor, right? He wrote From Babylon to Timbuktu, alright? And he's a great philosopher, right? He's a Negro. Right? We don't listen to Caucasian people. Right? And then page 84. What's the beginning of this one? Does it say blacks? Blacks. So the North African black Jews, okay? Right, so yeah.
This is the book of Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84.
By Rudolph R.
Windsor. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies.
Give it to me. Right, go on.
In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jew state with a great slaughter.
You're hearing that, right? This is the Jew state, right?
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people.
So look, this is during the Palestine's fight, you understand? Atrocities, so why are we here screaming for Palestine? Understand? It's mad. Alright, read.
During the period from Pompey to Julius, it's been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa.
Where did they flee?
Fled into Africa.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
So you see that?
The slave markets were full of black Jew slaves.
You see that? I know what you scared of books, man. We were here singing for like Blackstreet, right, H-Town, Jagged Edge, and we was here singing. You would have stayed for a whole half an hour with your phone out recording, man.
So let me say one thing before you go, come on. You're an Israelite. Yeah? That's your nationality. You're not African. Your nationality is Israelite. You said you was kidnapped, right? You was kidnapped. And what country did your parents say they're from? Right. So they was kidnapped from the West Coast of Africa to Jamaica. That's Bible prophecy. That's what we wanted to get out and show you as well.
This is Joshua chapter
Wait, one more.
And the second lot came forth to Simeon, even for the tribe of the children of Simeon, according to their families, and their inheritance was within the inheritance of the children of Judah. Verse 7, Ain, Remon, and Ephah, and Ashan.
And who?
And Ashan.
4 cities and their villages.
So look, if you're from Ghana, a lot of the Ghanaians that have a Fenty or the Ashanti, these people are from the loins of Simeon and Judah. Understand? You're an Israelite, conquering line of Judah. Yeah, there you go. Like, so back to helping the sister, okay? She said, how can she build herself up in the spirit, right? And we said already, stay in the word, keep praying, keep fasting hard, alright? But give me the one that says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. Give me Psalm 19 and 7.
What did you want with the Solomon?
And
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect.
The law of the Lord is what?
The
The law of the Lord is
The
perfect.
laws of the Lord is perfect. That's why we asked the other brother, his name Mr. McLeod or McLeod. Yeah, Myron. Alright, we asked Mr. Myron, alright, try the Bible out. See what's wrong with it. Come back to us and we'll go over it. But he hasn't been able to do that. Alright? He said the law of the Lord is perfect.